All right, we're back for the second quarter of a very exciting game.
Hello. For all my friends who are watching, how did we miss the chocolate? Can the commentators get a chocolate?
What do you want? You want a Mars bar?
See, this is why I love local basketball because, this is awesome.
Keep as many as we want.
We've actually, we've lost the camera. The camera's gone.
It's not the
This is
camera
great.
that broadcasts it to YouTube anyway.
All right, okay.
It's the one for the local. So 16 viewers at the moment, and
Hopefully they all
The
find
numbers
the
are
second
growing.
half link. You just came up with a really interesting stat. 13 3-pointers in that first half.
yes, 7 for Fury
And 6 for the Kings. I mean,
Yeah.
that's good going.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Yeah, very good going. Can I also, whilst we're waiting for the game to get underway, give a big shout out to my good friends at the NBA who run the junior NBA program here. We had a very, very good junior NBA program before this game started. And we actually had an NBA legend, former NBA Phoenix star, 6'6" Slovenian, Marko Milic, who was in the building chatting to all of the kids.
I
And,
remember that he actually broke a backboard one
Uh-huh.
in a Final Four, if I'm not wrong.
That's right. And then we were talking about EuroLeague earlier on, and of course Milic was a EuroLeague champion with Real Madrid. So good to see him here in Falkirk, or Grangemouth even.
Is he in Falkirk or just in Scotland?
In Scotland, yeah. So he was here for an hour and a half before this game started.
All right.
With all the local kids. If
no.
you haven't done so, make sure you check out the Junior NBA program. That's run in association with Basketball Scotland. Really good
Not
to see all the
basket yet
kids.
from any of the team. Good job there from Ivan. Oh, a bit of trouble there. Not cold. And a nice rebound there from Ivan.
Fury have scored, haven't they? Because it's 7 point.
You're right.
7 point lead.
You're right. I missed that score. Who did that? Who scored there?
McInnes pops it up, doesn't get it from top of the key.
He complains for a foul.
He did look for a foul. I think that was to make up for the miss.
You think so?
Aye. I just said aye. Goodness me, I'm becoming more Scottish than I thought.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no.
Good defense there from Ivan. You don't need to do many things when a tall guy shoots. You don't just you shouldn't just let him alone.
No,
That's the key
right.
point.
You can see again, I guess it's natural to start the second half. Both teams just trying to get the rhythm back again because it was a very, very high tempo second quarter. But McInnes driving to the basket was fouled and they'll go to the line. And I'm wondering if my good lady will peel me a Mars bar. Peel me a Mars bar.
Second foul for 12. None of the players from any of the teams have a foul problem. 46-38. The score. $47-38. 9 points up.
I think that's the largest lead.
Well, not as we have seen
Was it
so
10?
far, right?
Did Fury get to 10 points lead?
Can't remember, probably.
9 point lead, I think, is the largest lead.
Might be. I think there was a 10 points lead for one offense, probably only, but I might be wrong.
Wow!
Great basket there.
Well played,
And
Ziggy.
a psychological basket as well.
With the Elvis haircut. Good to see.
The defense thinks that they have played a good defense. However,
Whoa.
good move there as well from the Kings player.
9 point again lead again to Fury. McCaleb. Oh my. He actually split two defenders, managed to get control back of the ball, and then laid it up. Good all-round game so far by McInnes. And it's a double-digit lead now, 51-40. And who will come up with the rebound? It will point the way of Kings.
I used to be teammates with Neil, number 5 from the Kings, at Edinburgh Uni. We actually managed to win the British University League for Tier 2, which is
Bucks.
actually...
The Bucks League.
Yeah. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Breakaway. Give it back. What you got? And then get it back. And I like that.
That's a sensation.
A really good bit of unselfish play there by Michaela McInnes, because we talked about him being unselfish before, and sometimes that hurts the team. That really helps the team, because Ivan Ganchev, he was the one who actually did the hard work on the defensive boards, and he was rewarded with the bucket as well.
He's one of the other players that he actually likes to pass more than actually what he should. He's more used on, rotating the ball a lot, which is probably not one of the things that we do here in Scotland. And he looks always for open player where he should have taken some shots sometimes. But you saw them here, there, very good finish.
Yep. And one of my old coaches always used to say, good defense leads to good offense. And that was a perfect example of it there.
Who was that coach?
I used to play. I know it's hard to believe. Coach Kevin Hibbs. Coach Kevin Hibbs down south in London.
Well, there you go.
Very, very well-known coach. Used to coach a lot of the GB teams and Kingston way back in the day.
Feel free to chat with us in the YouTube chat. 26 viewers at the moment.
Yeah, Where are the others? Are they still looking on the first half? Another great bit of defense as well. And here we go, 3 against 3 at the moment.
Oh!
Boom!
And that is a dagger, right? Great defense, overplayed defense, still of the ball, and a 3, the maximum.
And whereas before McInnes gave the ball up, this time he said, nah, I'll have the shot.
The definition of the maximum.
Uh-huh.
Great defense from the...
And there you go.
I wouldn't agree with
unsportsmanlike foul from Matt Wilcox. See, now I would, because I think you can see the Kings are getting frustrated now. I mean, that's a lot of turnovers, and turnovers from good defense by Fury. And I think that was a bit of frustration there that was thrown into it as well. So, and I've got to point out that Bantu, his defense has been really, really impressive since he's come onto the court.
He's, to be honest, he's a couple of levels over everyone in terms of athleticism in this league, right? And you can see that. That's obvious, isn't it? Great athlete.
Yeah, makes his first shot. 2 for 2. And of course, with the unsportsmanlike, flagrant foul, whatever you want to call it, they will get possession as well. So,
and Fury now has actually a very good lead of 18 points.
And it could go to 20, which is very psychological. Clock ticking down. Bantu hands it off. Turnover ball. And let's see if the Kings can break this defense down. See, those were going in the first half.
Well, that player, to be honest, he hasn't shot many, and I don't think he is a shooter. He doesn't look like a shooter. I don't mean his physical appearance. I mean the way that he actually shoots the ball.
And I'm looking at Caleb again, and he's now starting to enjoy himself. He's like throwing behind the back passes. Oh, my days. Big 3 by Neil Rowan.
There, McCaleb actually overcommitted to the help, but
it was right in his face. Let's see what he comes back with.
Whoop. Hopefully he's okay with that.
Yeah. See if he bounces that from that.
And a very good play there for...
Although, now I might say something a little bit controversial here.
What is it that you didn't like?
I thought it was number 8 of the Kings. I think I'm fairly certain it was number 8 of the Kings, Konrad Kontarski, who isn't big. He's not a big lad. Let's just say he's not a big lad as he goes and sits on the bench. and Eddie went flying across the floor, apparently because of the play by Conrad.
Well, if we start discussing this kind of things, none of the charges are actually charges. Right? Ivan has that shot. Oh, he's actually a good shooter. He's a decent shooter, spot-up shooter.
15-point game now for Fury. Under 5 minutes remaining third quarter.
So going back to what I told you before, in my days,
Yes.
I would just kill basketball now. I will not let basketball be played. Just keep the lead, protect the lead, sit on that.
So do you think now this Fury team now will just run it up?
Rest? No, I don't think so. They're quite young kids. They like playing basketball. They don't play tactically, which is good for us to watch it.
Ooh. Boom! Bantu for 3.
The right shot, right? It was the right shot.
We've
24 viewers.
We've lost some viewers.
Well, probably the new link, but
unless they've gone off to look at the. I know tonight on television it's the debate for the general election with the 4 leaders.
Just record that, guys, and you can watch it later.
In EuroLeague, anything good going on there?
Well, Panathinaikos is up by 14 with Rick Pitino.
Who are they playing?
Bayern Munich.
Wow.
Bayern Munich. Yeah. Real is leading the game against CSKA. Yeah.
Barcelona
Barcelona is down by Maccabi. Maccabi is actually a very, very good team this year.
And of course, next year's EuroLeague Final Fours have been held in my home country, Germany.
Oh, right.
And being held about 45 minutes in Cologne from where I was born. So I'm looking forward to going back there. Right. And actually, I'll probably get in trouble with this. I fly out to the EuroLeague Final Fours 2 days after I get married to the lovely lady sitting next to me, Victoria.
Is he happy that you have to leave after getting married immediately?
Are you happy that I'm flying out to the EuroLeague Final Four?
I think silence says everything.
Didn't need to say anything.
All right.
It's our mini honeymoon before we go on our proper honeymoon.
I'm sure you're going to make it up somehow.
And she's going to come out there as well. So it's always fun. And we've got family in Germany as well. So it'll be good to see them in Cologne. Trying to make as many reasons why we should be going. I'm getting the look now. All right, back to the basketball. 62 points to 46 in favor of the Fury over the Kings.
3 minutes and 38 seconds.
This game has gone quick, right?
Yeah. And 14 fouls. That's a key stat for me. 14 fouls for the Kings.
Yep.
The next foul is a shooting foul for Fury.
And
one team foul for Fury. Fury traditionally has never managed to capitalize the team fouls. So, for example, now 3.5 minutes to go, you should actually block 2 or 3 offenses without sending them for a shooting foul.
Keep driving against them as well to pick up that 15 foul. Oh, that didn't look right. I absolutely understand what you were saying before about the Kings, and they'll just keep on shooting those threes.
Yes, that's their game.
Live and die by the free, right?
And as you can imagine, there is a huge. Oh, for example, I think that is a very, very good foul. I don't think that he did it intentionally, but he actually stopped a quite good break, a quite good drive, let's say, to the basket. So that was a good stop, in my opinion. 13 points up for Fury.
Second foul on Lynn.
And second team foul.
Yep. And substitutions coming in now. The before and after. Eddie Leginus and Keith Bunyan.
Great steal. Oh. That was a foul.
With the head fake. Drive to the bucket. Oh! Went in with his left.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
That he is the best player.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't.
So here's a question. Can he play a level above? And there you go, back another 3-pointer.
I think so. Because, as I said, he's not. If he was only a scoring player, I would say, I would have my doubts. Mm-hmm. However, he's a very good scoring player as well.
I believe he's been training with the Rocks, or he's actually.
I don't think so that he has tried yet. That's a big risk for Fury, as you can imagine.
Sorry, JB. I didn't say that.
JB locks him.
Well,
locks him in his room.
And also, what probably isn't great for JB to hear is the Rocks recently lost the Americans, so they're looking for Americans as well. So
Which American?
The
tall guy.
Which American left the Rocks?
The tall guy, I think.
I'll ask Johnny. Johnny, which was the American that left recently?
For who?
For you guys, Rocks?
Eli.
Eli Pepper, that's right. Big Eli with the hair. He went back to the state. He's got big and he's got hair. Big hair. Oh! Now this is the danger for Fury.
Big basket there.
They're up by nearly 20. Back to 10 points now. 2 minutes remaining in third quarter. And McCaleb is
What was he saying?
Well, he pointed out someone in glasses in the blue shirt who's giving him some stick. Let's hope it's not.
I can go and give him a couple of words.
I'm gonna have a chat with him. But hopefully it's traditional Scottish banter and nothing more. And if it is, actually, don't mind that. It's when it steps over the line that it then becomes a problem. Because as a player, I'm guessing, especially in these tight confines, you will get to hear that from the crowd as well. Did you used to get a lot of stick from the crowd?
Well, I quite liked to have a communication with the crowd, to be honest. Always. Yeah. You know that. I had the communication with you a couple of games, so
that nearly could have been a walk. Oh, my days!
Lee is a good player. He needs more game time, to be honest, to feel more comfortable with the Scottish basketball. Yeah. But he is a good player. You can see that from the practices.
Yeah.
He's very quick. He likes the fast break a lot. He's a decent shooter as well.
And and it's hard to say with Fury being up by 10, but they need a bucket here because they haven't scored for a while. So
another good foul, in my opinion, there from Eddie. Not a shooting foul
on the floor.
And it's only 1 minute to go. No shooting foul. So
and
they have one more to give. If they're smart, they should go for it.
In fact, the only person in trouble, foul trouble, is Ziggy at the moment with 3.
Which is not a huge one at the end of third quarter, having 3. Good
ball movement.
Good ball movement, yeah.
And again, the 3, open 3. Get that ball.
Good.
And the rebound finally. And
very experienced move from Keith.
Yep. Fury need a bucket here. This would be a big bucket. If they can go in 12. Great move again. Doesn't go this time. Big rebound. Oh, doesn't go again. And then a foul is called. And that will go against.
That's a shooting foul, right?
Yeah.
That's a shooting foul.
Yep, they're in team fouls. And the 2 big men will find it out. And then the foul is called on Ali Mackay,
which is his 4th.
That is foul number 4. So that is a big foul for the big man. So long and lean is replaced by nearly long and stocky. First one off for Elvis. Oh.
He should have taken a bit of more time.
Yep.
Fury still has a foul.
So this is where I think if Fury can have a stand here, go into the final quarter with a double-digit lead of 10, that would be big. However, if Kings go in just down by 8, single-digit lead, gives them a bit of hope. And 2 shots to come for Ryan Armour, but it will mean that Fury will have 9 seconds at least if they get a rebound for a final possession of the quarter.
Who's 10 with the 3rd foul? Is that Lee? Yeah, that's Lee.
Yeah. So 2 Fury players now on 3 fouls.
Oh, air ball, and the ball goes to Fury.
Air ball. So 9.3 seconds remaining, 9-point lead for the Fury. Can they extend that? McCaleb. Bunyan. And it doesn't go.
He did the best that he could, to be honest, there, under that situation.
In the third quarter, Fury are up 64 points to 55 over the Kings.
9 points up. What was the difference in the halftime? 8 points.
I actually think I think it may have been
Five.
four or five at the half. Hold up. The boss took a picture of the halftime. 5 points. Yeah, you're right. 43-38. So Fury have extended that by 3. But still enough hope there for the Kings. I think we've got a big quarter coming.
Very big, very big.
Oh, we're back up.
35 years.
Yep. Let's get the others. Where are you? Go tell your friends.
The impressive, I guess, most of the views are coming from the actual players of the game, but we had a decent number of views after, let's say, the finish of the game. So around 600 or 700. So that's quite impressive, in my opinion, for a local league. I can imagine that half of them are, the actual players watching themselves before going to sleep.
But I have to say, credit where credit's due. And obviously, I'm biased now, and this is my local club. But I love what JB and the rest of the team are doing with this club, because you know what, this is the lifeblood of British basketball. And you look around here, there's so many kids, so many families, and then you've got doing the live stream to the world.
To be honest, without joking, what JB has accomplished in Falkirk, in a small or medium town, let's say, of Scotland, being a center of basketball, bringing players from all over the world, trophies, having produced, let's say, players, national players for the team. It is amazing. And remember, it's the only home court that has their own spectators, almost full stands every week.
Yeah,
almost full. Yeah, every week, which is very impressive. Yeah. Very impressive.
Friday Night Light is definitely. And that was a big foul. I mean, that's a big foul. But you know what? I was always taught, if you're going to foul someone, make sure they don't shoot the shot. Make sure they don't score.
All type basketball. Though. These days, that's a big risk of actually being called.
Oh, have we given it flagrant?
He
gave it flagrant in the end.
Did he? Oh, I didn't see that.
Apparently, I'm getting told off because it's not flagrant foul.
That's almost a brick there. I don't know. You missed the brick.
Yeah, I was getting told off, so I missed the brick.
Oh yeah, all right.
Unsportsmanlike foul. Gets the second.
I saw that. How did you say it the first time?
I said flagrant.
What is that? Is that offensive? What does that mean? Sorry,
Did it used to be a flagrant foul? It's never been a flagrant foul. Oh, in the NBA, apparently, it's a flagrant foul. I live with a table official, and I still don't know the right terms. I do listen to it.
So the technicals now are leveled on the benches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
was that called on
the bench? So on the coach, I think.
Yeah. And we mentioned earlier that they did have the warning.
Yes. And always, if you have called a technical for the other coach, the likelihood of calling a technical to the other coach is very, very high. So 3 free throws for Fury.
Second one doesn't go, but it's a 12-point lead.
There should be 3, right? $12 points lead for Fury. 9 minutes and 10 seconds.
Good rebound. Elvis has impressed me.
Elvis is an amazing rebounder.
Yeah,
and
he's-
he does
He's had a good
certain
game.
things amazingly well.
But he does those things that makes the rest of the team be able to do what they do.
Exactly.
So he does all the dirty stuff, the blue collar
Exactly.
stuff.
Garbage man. That's how the work that no one wants to do but has to be done.
Yeah, vital for it to be done.
See now, almost an assist there. See how careful they are with Keith.
Yeah. So, running the clock. Oh, it's good play. Oh, the two Lithuanians combining, but
But
it
wasn't
wasn't
expecting that pass. Yeah.
wasn't a Lithuanian finish. And then a foul is called on Elvis. Matt Wilcox into the game for the Kings. And Ryan Armour will shoot two. Shot from Armour, just under. Under Armour.
11 points lead. 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go.
So if you're the coach of the Kings, what do? I know you do coaching. So what would you do, coach?
Sorry, I'm trying to see who. Some people have sent us some comments.
Oh, Kyle Jimenez says that we are terribly biased.
Well, yes, yeah.
Two more points to the Fury!
Yeah.
And that takes them now to a 13-point lead.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo!
Kyle. That basket is for Kyle.
Kyle, you're watching it on the Falkirk Fury
Channel, in a way.
channel.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
We're not BBC, man.
Keith Bunyan, Mr. Streaky, come like bacon. As soon as he lights up, they'll fly down. I'm not sure if Peter is. He says we were being a bit misleading, being Finley Scottish Club
Yeah.
and JB filling stands. Well, the stands are full.
The stands are full.
The stands are definitely full.
And they're full almost every week. I don't think that there is any other club with more
Oh, lovely pass and
with
the
more
shot doesn't go.
spectators, but yeah, okay.
And Peter, in all seriousness, I'm talking about somebody who has grown up in London, watched basketball in London, and the stuff that is being done here at the Falkirk Fury, any club
Yeah.
would be pleased to
Yeah.
have it going on. So that is my point.
Literally, there is not comparison. Come
Yeah.
on. And I come
And you
from a
can-
different country, and I have seen all the kind of teams and organizations, Panathinaikos and things like that. What JB, and it's probably his work only.
Yeah, and he's the driving force behind the team. And what you can't argue with is the titles that he's won. And, you know, sitting in front of us, we've got Johnny Bunyan, we've got Ali, you know, and they've come from this club. And they
You have
played
to-
at the
you have
highest
Keith,
level.
who has won a BBL
Yep.
league, right, on the floor.
So,
Well, the argument is the following: show me a similar team in Scotland from a similar size town, and then we will have a discussion.
and for those of you who are new to the Falkirk Fury, so I'm hoping some of my people down south would have joined in to have a look at the game. Falkirk is a very small sized town. Where I come from, Croydon, is probably twice as big as Falkirk. So to have it as one of the hubs of Scottish basketball and to be so successful in basketball, and again, I'll say, behind the drive of one man in particular, and that basket isn't going to count, is impressive. So, you know, you can throw your digs around whatever you want to. I've seen basketball all around the world at the highest level, including the Olympics and the NBA. And what is going on here is exactly what basketball needs. And long may it continue. Sermon over. Back to the game. 6 minutes
Yeah.
remaining. 12-point lead to the Fury.
Team fouls are 2 for Fury, 3 for Edinburgh. Always, I think it's a very key point for basketball.
Very, very passionate game as well. And there was another warning just given to the coach of the Kings.
Sooner or later, 12 is going to come into the game.
Big rebound. Big rebound by Elvis, but he lost his footing. You could say, was he assisted in losing his footing or not? But possession goes back to the Kings.
Great basketball
Bantu.
so far. Bantu, with the ball.
Bantu takes it inside, and he wasn't just double teamed, he was triple teamed, quadruple teamed.
Probably got saved there.
He did get saved. That was a bailout because he went in somewhere where he had no right going. And he's going to end up with shots off the back of it.
And 14 fouls for Edinburgh, which is quite important. From now on, Fury is going to shoot free throws.
Yep, so you just keep
Never
on
foul.
driving at them then. Keep drawing those fouls. Second shot now for Bantu. And makes that.
13 points up for the Fury.
5.5 remaining. Oh.
That should have been a steal.
You know what? It should have been. The fact it wasn't actually turns it into a very good pass and assist. Because from where we were sitting, that looked like it was going to be picked right off. Eddie.
Oh,
what a pass! Off his
that
heel.
was a Ronaldinho pass.
And I've got to say, it's messy basketball at the moment.
Yes.
Can you remember? Right, so 5 minutes and about 6 seconds remaining. We'll have to go back and have a look at the rerun and find that pass off the back of Eddie's heel. Not surprised the timeout's been called because it did get very
Ronaldinho pass.
Yeah, the Ronaldinho.
Messi.
Yeah.
We still have a debate with Peter Wood. Peter, feel free to come and join us next time.
Can I have a look at what Peter's saying?
Yes, and we can have a live conversation about the accomplishment of Fury and Falky Fury and ZB. In my opinion, it cannot be really compared with any other city in Scotland or town in Scotland. The amount of players that the team has produced, at the moment the stands are full of kids, people from their academies, supporting the club, being a family. Yes, there are other good teams that are good job, but we're talking here about something built from zero without any support, one-man show, and he actually managed a lot of things.
Yeah,
but
and Joe
that's a different discussion. Sorry.
Joe and Kyle are saying that the Kings pack out their core, and again, he says as do Blaze and many other teams, and you may well be right, but I speak as I find, and I'm talking about the fact that I'm sitting here in the Grangemouth Sports Centre on a Friday night, and I'm watching a very, very competitive basketball game, and the stand are packed out. There's loads of kids. They've had junior NBA before. They've had an ex-NBA player come in. And what you can't argue with is the titles that Fury have won. Now, I don't know, again, I'll go and do my history, but they must be amongst one of the most
successful in the last
successful
decade, for
clubs.
sure. In the last decade, for sure. I'm saying the last decade because I have played for the last decade.
There you go. It was because of you, off the back of you.
Bundy for the free throws.
But it's a healthy discussion, and I guess the good thing is if, as you were saying, that other teams are packing out their stands as well. That's brilliant. That's all really, really good for Scottish basketball and for British basketball.
Of course. That was a foul. That was a foul.
But what I also know is as well, like I've been lucky enough, as a big round of applause has just been given there for Elvis, who really has put on a very good performance. Now, I like what I've seen there.
Yeah.
I've also obviously been lucky enough to be a guest of the Fury at their awards night and some of the other stuff that they do as well. And again, very, very professional, very, very full of kids. All of the different programs and teams that they're running, and again, the driving force behind that is JB. So everyone's entitled to their opinion. And
No, but I think that the debate is pointless because we hope that other teams have similar contributions. So it doesn't make sense to argue who is best or not.
Yep.
In my opinion, the attendance of the games that I have seen the last decade, I haven't seen it in any other team. In the Crags, there is only one row of spectators. Here we have full stands. But
because you've played, right? You've played in those other places.
Yes,
you would have played in empty arenas and.
So, mostly empty arenas. Mostly empty arenas. But
I've commentated in many an empty arena.
So, yeah. Let's hope that something has changed. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not playing this year, so let's hope that something is different. So
and I'll have a look. I'll have a chat with the boss, the good lady next to me, and if anybody wants to invite us to come down and watch her games, we're more than happy to do that. 11-point game, just over 4 minutes.
Game, 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Yeah.
So who's your MVP at the moment?
Well, Mike Caleb, I think, has made the biggest contribution in the game. He has been silent the last minutes.
He's had a quiet second half, actually.
Let's hope he was going to be a silent killer. Yeah.
But I'm fairly certain, because I know he's drained some buckets as well. So quiet is still very, very good. Let's not demean that.
Now it's important, in my opinion, actually, to run down the clock.
Yeah. No quick offenses.
No quick offenses.
Yep.
The last shot was actually taken with probably 12 or 13 on the clock. That's something very, very important in the modern basketball.
And both teams now are on team fouls.
Yeah.
Two more points. And again, as a commentator, I always say about the psychological aspect, it's now a single-digit lead. It's 9 points. Back up to double-digit then. And you saw straight away that the coach of the Kings called the timeout.
Amazing shot there from Ivan.
It's a big shot, actually. It was an important shot because the Kings were on a roll.
It's quite difficult as well, right? It's that 2 or 3 meters distance stop and shoot from a cut. That's actually quite difficult shot to make.
So a couple of big games that I've noticed that are in the program tonight. Fury are playing the Rocks again. So Mr. Bunyan, Johnny in front of us, will be on this court playing against his father on Tuesday, the 26th of November.
It's
a friendly game.
Right.
At 8 p.m. And on the 6th of December, it is the Junior NBA Western Conference Finals. It's the Fury Southwest Cup semi-final. And Sony Center Fury SW. I'm guessing senior women. Okay, my bad. They play Edinburgh Cool Cats.
Yeah, it's not a sponsor.
No, it's not a sponsor. Yeah. And that's the Scottish Cup semi-finals at 8 p.m. here at Grangemouth Sports Complex, and that's on the 6th of December. So if you're not doing anything, go there. I'd love to be here, actually, for the Fury Rocks rematch while being in Vegas. 11-point game. Make that a 9-point game. Bantu now is taking over the ball handling from McInnes.
Still, they have to run down the
back
clock.
Out. Bring it back out. Bring it back out.
They
There
have
you
to
go.
there you go.
Yeah.
Now it's the time to go.
Yeah.
To be aggressive.
Nothing stupid. Oh, that wasn't a great play, but will it be allowed? That's going to be interesting because the player that the ball came off was actually off court. So forgive me on my rules, but if he's off court, he can't take part in the game, right?
I think the Kings are complaining for the 24 seconds clock.
Yeah, and that's what I thought.
All right. So the referees are giving the ball to Fury.
Yep, Fury, new 14 seconds, and that's what I thought because the player was out and he interfered with the ball. So and again, that was a bailout and a good timeout call by JB because that was scrappy again. It wasn't the kind of offense that you want when you're up by 9 with 2 minutes 46 remaining.
So now what you have to do is run the clock down and deny all threes. Twos do not hurt too much. If you deny the twos, that means that you are going to send them for 5 baskets. If you let them shoot threes, that can be a 3-basket game. So but always those possessions actually count.
But that's going to be hard against a team like the Kings, whose game is based on freeing up the player to take the 3-pointers. And in this game, they've been quite successful at it because that's what's kept them in it. So let's see what happens now off the back of the timeout by JB. Let's see if he's called a play. He looks like he has. What's this one called? Oh, it worked. Whatever it was, it worked.
Very good basket.
Yeah, a big basket, important basket by McInnes then. And now let's have a look at the defense. And as old school, as you said, got to try and deny that 3. Ball stolen away. Great defense when it was needed. Now give it to a ball handler and run that clock down.
And now is the time to keep the ball. Yeah, that's it.
JB's asking. Oh, no. What?
You shouldn't risk
Goodness me. Ooh. Here we go. Move that ball around. That's the call. Long 3. Oh! Boom!
Told you Ivan has that shot.
Oh! Goodness me. 2 perfectly executed plays off the timeout from JB. Really good reverse basket from the Kings. And number 4, who I need to just revisit, Finley Wood. Very impressive player.
Yes.
He's done really well at Finley Wood from the Kings.
A very good new player for...
Yeah. Head fake this time. Doesn't go. Inside a minute and a half, 12-point game to Fury.
Points. Quite difficult now for the
Here
Kings.
we go. Long 3-pointer. Oh! Boom! The man I was just bigging up, he was closer to the halfway line than he was to the actual 3-point line and drains it. Back down to 9.
McCaleb is now keeping the ball quite smartly.
Inside 1 minute remaining.
Less than 1 minute now, yes.
9-point game. 3-point attempt. That was that wasn't the best shot selection of the night.
They had to go for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
but
he
had the defender all over him. And now this is where you need to get that clock down to around 2 or 3 seconds remaining before you take your shot. I'm surprised Kings aren't fouling. Too late.
To be honest, why would you foul there? You only increase the lead, which is quite important in this stage of the league.
It's your only option left when you've got 31.1.
Yeah.
You've got to put the man on the line, hope he misses, and you get the ball back in your hands.
It's 9
But
points though, and only few possessions now. 31 seconds. You can't go for 4 possessions. It's at least 4 possession game, right?
Yeah, the amount of NBA games that I've done and commentated and worked at, trust me, 31.1 seconds in an NBA game is like 31 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's a
different game though. Right? Different game.
See, there you go. You see, but I don't
Still,
understand why they didn't do that straight away.
Yes,
they let 9, 10
if you're going
seconds
to
run
do it,
off.
you have to do it as
straight
quick as
away.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree on that.
And there,
And
absolutely proves the point.
And guys, they're
Launch
going
it.
to go for
Boom!
that. They're going to go for that.
Yeah.
You have to be more careful. Fury.
Expect a quick foul here. Make sure you get the ball. No. Make sure you get the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Well, Eddie, he is a very free throw shooter, to be honest.
Weird tactics, strange tactics. Potential two scoring point lead that Fury have.
I still think that Edinburgh at the moment have realized that they're going to lose, and they're just going to
They're running it out.
Reduce,
But then you do that, you see. So.
Greg. Greg. Lose.